All right, let's see what the astrology dice have for us today. So here we've got Saturn in Aquarius in the second house. Okay, so we've got some Taurus energy here, a little bit of Venus energy. Okay, so it's looking like here, for whoever this message is for, you are committing yourself to some sort of discipline. Okay, I just split my deck here as I was getting ready to shuffle. We've got luck. That is the Taurus energy here in the second house. So the message today is definitely about your commitment, your discipline, your seriousness, your authority. Okay, maybe some lessons. And here with Aquarius energy, you know, okay? I know is the key phrase for Aquarius here. So you are learning of your worth, your sense of value, your self-esteem even, okay? I believe we are in Taurus season at this time. We've just crossed out of Aries into Taurus. So going from the season of I am, personal development, transitioning into the season of I have. Okay, so this is resources. Whatever it is, you are busy, you are committed. There is some inner knowing, inner knowledge that you hold about your sense of self-worth, what your values are, and what you value. What people value about you, all right? So let's get two cards here. We're going to start off with the Panther Oracle deck to clarify our dice here, to give us some theme cards for today's message. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Keep in mind that this is a general collective reading. Not all aspects of this message is going to resonate. It's not supposed to. I'm picking up on multiple energies at this time. Please only take what resonates. And take heed, should it resonate, and if it does not resonate, then just simply consider it something for your entertainment. Okay. I hope you're well. I hope you are feeling safe and secure, drinking your water, taking care of yourself. And what do we have on the split? We've got mask here, keywords deception, pretending, inconsistency. Okay, and here we've got schedule in the reverse. Keywords here are management, plan, and organize. So someone, or this energy here, there is deception that wasn't planned. Interesting. Okay, let's get some more oracle cards here, two more. But perhaps you were not planning on hiding or concealing something about your sense of self-worth. Okay, so what I'm getting here in the energy, for some of you, you may feel like you have to protect yourself, who you truly are. Okay, with that Saturnal energy here, there's definitely a sense of seriousness. So perhaps you feel like you have to hide who you truly are. Okay, and you weren't necessarily planning to do so, but it could be a part of one's survival strategy to protect your treasure, to protect what you value about yourself, to protect what you know to be true. All right, let's get two more cards here to clarify. And on the split, we've got sneak peek, curiosity, glance, and stalking are the keywords. And here we have withdrawal in reverse. Keywords here are quit, awakening, and rejection. So someone is curious, watching. Okay, they don't want to quit. So maybe someone doesn't want to stop watching. And maybe that's why you're feeling the need to mask or hide or protect yourself here. This is causing you to have to step into this more serious Saturnal energy because you know, with Aquarius here, that someone is watching you because you have something of value. You are someone of value. You've got valuable resources. Oh, and we've got the commitment card here that just fell into my lap. Binding, obstruction, contract. So is somebody feeling committed to watching and observing you? And they don't want to quit. Withdrawal in reverse. Okay, I'll put commitment back in there. Let me shuffle again. Somebody is committed. Someone has made some sort of contractual agreement with themselves, maybe with someone else, to watch and or observe you. Somebody's keeping an eye on your lucky charms, your treasures, your resources, okay? Someone's pocket watching. Let's get 2 more cards here to clarify this energy for my viewers. All right, let's see what we have on the split. Readiness, preparation, prompt, arrangement. I'm going to shift the dice a little further back here. Give us some more room to work with. Okay, and then at the bottom here, oh, did you see that? Natural disaster just kind of peeked out. But the top card here is care. Parenthood, patron, support. So get ready to care because there is a natural disaster, risk, frustration, survive. And it is rainy and windy where I am right now. I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but it's kind of looking a little bit like this woman here with her umbrella who is bracing the wind. Okay, bracing the elements. Maybe some truth is coming forward here. In this oracle deck, I see the natural disaster card as the tarot equivalent of the Tower. So this could be Mars energy. Okay, something aggressive, assertive, initiating, a desire for experience. All right, so be ready, get ready to care because there's going to be some sort of natural disaster. So you know what? Let's switch it up. We're going to move into tarot. And let's see if we can get some clarifying cards here for mask and schedule reverse. Show me clearly, please, and thank you. Archangel Michael, my higher self, source creator of all that is and all that will be. Please guide and bless myself and my viewers. Provide us with a message that is accurate, supportive, clear, and concise. 2 cards to clarify mask upright and schedule reverse. On the split, we got King of Pentacles. There's that Taurus energy, the resources, your talents, your skills, that which is of value that you possess, and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so this message is really coming through with somebody here who is building resources, generating resources. Interesting. And right beneath those 2 cards here, I have 7 of Swords and 9 of Swords, which to me is kind of linking to the bottom, the next row of cards here, the sneak peek and withdrawal in reverse. Someone is sneaking around, someone's being deceptive, someone is watching. Okay, and they think that they are being undetected here, or someone's not noticing, or that you're not noticing that someone is maybe sneaking around, lurking, and or stalking you, lingering in your energy, and they don't want to quit. But this person, whoever it is that's in your energy field, is in a 9 of Swords. So this perhaps is the person who has to get ready to care because a natural disaster is about to befall them in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's get some clarifiers here for sneak peek upright and withdrawal in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, you might have a stalker, someone who is a pocket watcher, okay? Someone in your energy field who knows that this is the season of wealth, money, finances, relationship here, because we're talking about Taurus energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus, okay? And Venus also rules Libra. So there's a subtlety here. Though we're blatantly in the second house, I'm also picking up on that Libra, Taurus energy that Venus governs. So relationships, resources, all that good stuff. So whoever I'm reading for, you are in some sort of upward mobility. You are growing and expanding your pentacles. You are the King of Pentacles, someone who is committed, responsible. So this King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here is further clarifying this Saturnal energy that we see. Okay, so you're really focused on your bag, as it were, okay? You're focused on your money. You're focused on what is important to you, what you want to give your attention to, your commitment. Okay, so for some of you, you are further disciplining yourself when it comes to self-love. Others of you are getting clarity and committing to your career, how you generate income. All right? And while you are here reinventing yourself, building up your wealth and resources, somebody is watching. Okay, let's get 2 cards here for sneak peek upright and withdrawal in the reverse. Please and thank you. On the split, we have Judgment reverse. Okay, this is Plutonian energy, followed by 5 of Swords reversed. And what's this that we have peekabooing out here? 4 of Pentacles. So that would be the withdrawal in reverse. Someone is committed, Sun in Capricorn. Someone is committed to watching, stalking, observing, keeping an eye on you. Here we go. We've got the Hermit here, further clarifying this observation, watching, investigative energy. Okay. Hermit is the investigator. Someone who's getting clarity on the facts, looking at the details, the nitty-gritty. Okay, someone who's asking questions. So somebody wants to know, how are you making your money? How are you acquiring your money? How much do you have? How are you getting it? Okay, but Judgment is in the reverse. So whoever this person is here in this middle line who is pocket watching you, who is lingering in your energy field here, they are committed to not facing reality with Judgment reverse. Okay, this person is almost in a state of delusion, rejecting what is real, what is true. Okay, someone is departing from reality altogether. But with Judgment reverse, this person may want to be confrontational because Pluto does govern confrontation and fear. And right beside the 5 of Swords reverse, that would further clarify this confrontational energy. But whatever confrontation this pocket watcher is trying to project onto you, okay, they might be trying to destabilize your wealth, and that's why they're busy observing, watching, stalking, okay? Being curious, not minding their own business, essentially, okay, is because they are trying to throw some sort of wrench in your plan, or they're trying to disrupt this season of reaping and sowing here that you are in. But they can't. 5 of Swords reversed, okay, that's Lord of Defeat. This person can't defeat you. This person is being neutralized, even though they are holding on. They are committed to this stalking energy. It's not working for them. All right, let's get 2 cards to clarify. What is readiness and care? Somebody's got to get ready to care because something is about to go down. All right, let's see. 2 more cards here to clarify. Archangel Michael, my higher self, source creator of all that is and all that will be. Show me through my cards, please, and thank you. What is this readiness and care energy here? All right, on the split, we have the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, lots of Pentacle energy here. Okay, and at the bottom of my deck, 3 of Swords. So this person, whoever is, this is giving an energy of someone who is so busy watching you, not minding their own business, that they are literally walking off of a cliff. But because they're so busy watching you, they're not even paying attention to the fact that they are coming into some Three of Swords or natural disaster energy. They're so busy watching you, they're not even paying attention to what their next step is. And their next step is not on any solid foundation. They are stepping off a cliff, falling into a trap, whatever it is. This is Three of Swords energy. And so this person has to get ready to deal with some severe heartache here with the care, Three of Swords combined. And the reason why they have to deal with a heartache is because they lost an opportunity. They're not receiving a pentacle. They did not take the time to properly plant their own seeds so that they can generate their own wealth in this season of abundance. Okay, so that's the consequence that someone is facing here. Because they refuse to mind their own business, they are under judgment. Okay. Now, I don't know why this person is so preoccupied with what you're doing. I'm not sure why your life, your resources is any of this person's concern. But let's pull a couple cards and find out. Why does this person care about what my viewer's bank account looks like, what my viewer's pockets look like? Let's get two cards here. Why does this person care? In other words, why is this person not minding their own business as they ought to? All right, we've got Temperance here, Sagittarius energy, followed by the Empress reverse. There we go. So that's the Venus energy that this reading started off with Taurus. Okay. So the reason why someone is all up in your energy field, watching, stalking, observing, pocket watching, is because you are an alchemist. In this Temperance energy, you walk the middle path. You don't do too little or too much. You are intentional as you move forward and you maintain balance and harmony. Any kind of energy or hardships that you experience in life, you are able to transmute them into a higher opportunity for yourself. So if you come across some kind of hardship financially, you do not cave under the stress of that experience. Instead, you take the feeling of anger, fear, anxiety, insecurity, and you transmute it and see how you can use that energy to your benefit, to help you evolve, grow, gain the security that you desire. And with this beautiful Taurus Venus energy in the dice, because you are able to alchemize and transmute lower states of emotion into higher states of emotion, peace, calm, happiness, self-esteem, self-love, you are activating this Venus energy that is available to us at this time during Taurus season, which means as you shift your emotional state in this Temperance energy, you're shifting your frequency, you're shifting your energy, and you are attracting resources and opportunities accordingly, okay? So you're in alignment here, and that's why you're being watched. You're in alignment with this beautiful Venus energy. You are attracting that which you wish for, that which you desire, that which brings you comfort, love, joy, fulfillment, heart energy. And on the contrary, this person who is watching is the Empress reverse, somebody who is barren, as it were, impotent when it comes to tapping into this abundant energy, okay? So this person wants to watch you because they want to see, how are you doing this? How are you this master alchemist? How are you able to shift these emotions? We've got the Emperor here in the reverse that just kind of flew out. Aries energy, as I said at the top of the reading, we just came out of Aries season. We had an Aries new moon, which then transitioned into Taurus yesterday afternoon. And we are in Taurus season now, I believe. So this is all about your identity. Okay, Aries and Taurus. Your identity, who you are, your appearance, what you look like, your personality, okay? You're vivacious. There's something about you who I'm reading for here, okay? You are teeming with personality. And people love this about you. People are attracted to you because you are this shining light. People see you as someone who might have multiple talents, skills, and abilities. People see you as a valuable person because you are highly skilled, highly knowledgeable. People feel your self-love, or people feel a loving energy that radiates off of you here. With this Emperor reversed, this to me is further clarifying here because we've got the Empress and Emperor. These are, what's the word I'm looking for? These two correspond to each other, okay? They are each other's counterpart. That's the word I'm looking for, counterpart. So you have this perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy. You are able to take action and initiate. You're a go-getter, okay? When you want something, you take action and you get up and you get it. And as a result, there's this beautiful combination of masculine, initiatory, active Mars energy for you. But you also have this lovely feminine energy of Venus where you also sit back. So you take action and then you balance it with sitting back and allowing that Venus energy to come into play and just sort of magnetize and draw things to you. Okay? The masculine energy is asserting itself externally to go and get what it wants. That's how Mars operates. It's the hunter, the chaser, okay? And with Venus, she sits back on her throne. She doesn't have to chase. The way that she initiates, the way that she acquires resources is by stepping into this alchemical energy here. With her positive radiating energy, her positive thinking, her optimism, she's able to draw to her what she desires and seeks. So there's this really lovely balance that you seem to have here in terms of taking the right amount of action and also knowing when to sit back and learning when to receive all that you have worked to acquire. And look, the Lover's reverse came out. So there's a really strong energy here around your level of balance in both masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Absolutely beautiful. Truly a master alchemist who I'm reading for here. On the flip side, the person that's watching you does not have this balanced energy. They're the ones showing up here upside down in reversals, in their shadow, okay? They're the Empress reverse. They don't know how to attract things. People may not feel welcome or secure or warm or nourished in whoever this person is, their energy, whoever this person is that's watching you, all right? People don't have that sense of comfort. They don't have that loving, wonderful, balanced, attractive Venus energy. In fact, when Venus is in the reverse like this with the Empress, we're doing the opposite of attracting. We're doing the opposite of radiating our inner shine and beauty. We are now in this state of repelling, rejecting. Okay, this is where sort of the ugly aspects of our personality or character are visible to others. Okay, plus with the Emperor reverse, whoever this person is that's watching you is somebody that whatever power they hold, whatever power they wield through their authority, their social status, whatever the case may be, they take that power, they take those resources, and they abuse them. Okay, they try to lord them over others. This person could be a bully, okay? The Emperor reverse is the tyrannical boss or just tyrannical energy in general, all right? The Lover's reverse, that's further clarifying the fact that the Empress and the Emperor are sort of broken apart. They're shattered. They're not working with each other in harmony the way that you have your inner Emperor and Empress energy in the upright, working together in this beautiful, harmonious temperance dance of balance here. Okay, so that's why you're being watched. Okay, that's why you're being watched. You've got talents and skills. And this person is lacking in the areas where you are excelling. And they're watching because they want to know, how are you generating this wealth and abundance? How are you able to transmute difficult situations or circumstances in your life, difficult emotions, and turn them into a silver lining, turning them into a positive opportunity, something that can work to benefit you? Okay, here we have the Seven of Cups reverse falling out with the Five of Cups reverse. So what's clear here is there is a fog, a haze that's being lifted, okay? And what someone is seeing here as this fog lifts, as clarity moves in where there was once confusion, we see somebody having to face the fact that they have a deep sense of emptiness within them. Five of Cups reverse. Mars and Scorpio. Again, we're looking at the shadow aspect of both Venus and Mars. Both of these cards are scorpionic, okay? They're both Scorpio energy here. So when we're looking at Scorpio, our key word or phrase is I desire. And this person wants to know, how are you able to generate? How are you able to manifest? How are you able to create that which you desire? Almost seemingly effortlessly. But I know, viewer, that while this temperance energy is second nature to you, it didn't come easily. You didn't acquire this by finding a lucky ticket in a Cracker Jack box, okay? This wasn't by chance. When we have temperance energy here, Sagittarius, governed by Jupiter, we're talking about knowledge and wisdom that has been garnered over time. Experiential knowledge. Knowledge that you have come to assimilate. So there's a maturity here that you have, whether that is a result of your numerical age, or this could be a level of soul development. Your soul is advanced and mature. Over a series of lifetimes, you have refined this alchemical method, procedure, okay, that you participate in here, that you activate. You've taken many lifetimes on a soul level to perfect this, okay? You've done that work. That's the Saturn energy here. You've done the work, the commitment, the discipline, okay, to get here. So you worked for this. This person who's watching you has not done this work. This person can be older than you, okay, numerologically, but their soul is younger. Their soul does not have this Jupiterian energy. They don't have this maturity, the experience that you have. All right, yesterday when I was doing a reading, I was channeling Barrington Levy's song, To Experience. Okay, I'm too experienced to be taken for a ride. All right, I'm too experienced for someone to rock and roll. So it's that energy that we're seeing here. You have this knowledge and awareness. That's why you're doing this beautiful transmutation in your life in this Taurus season. Good for you, viewer. The person who's watching you here just wants to learn your Dougie. They want to figure out what the key ingredient is in your recipe. How are you manifesting so powerfully? And as the fog lifts, this person is observing the fact that they have made poor choices here with Venus in the reverse. They have a poor level of discernment. And because they have this poor level of discernment and have taken or made poor choices, it's led to this Mars energy in the reverse. They've taken poor or inadequate or incorrect action as a result. So someone here who's watching you has an incorrect way of viewing, an incorrect way of thinking about a situation when it comes to their resources, okay? So yeah, this is very much in line with the readings that I did yesterday. So that's why you're being watched. It's as simple as that. Somebody wants to know how you do what you do, okay? How are you so magical? How are you transmuting things so easily, seemingly so easily? But we know you worked for it, okay? Practice makes perfect, and you have been committed and practicing. And so you are experiencing the rewards of your effort. Look at these two sevens that just fell into my lap. We have Seven of Wands reversed. There's that Mars energy again in Leo this time. Combined with the Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. That is you investing. That's the toil, the labor, the discipline, the efforts that you have made, okay, to invest in yourself here. And so as the Seven of Cups reverse, we've got three sevens present here. This is definitely something to do with higher knowledge and wisdom and spiritual development, okay? So this could very well be a message here all about what's happening on a spiritual and energetic level or plane. So with the three sevens here, all right, that's further confirming. That's really anchoring in the spiritual development energy. So as the fog is lifting from this person's eyes, whoever this stalker is, they are realizing the poor actions they have taken and that there's a sense of emptiness within them, okay? Loss, grief, regret, disappointment. Hindsight is 2020. So this person is realizing that the reason why they're not able to alchemize and acquire and manifest what they desire in the world is because of these poor choices they have made historically and repeatedly. And so now they are in a state of regret, sadness, heartbreak, Three of Swords, because Princess of Pentacles reversed. They're not getting what you're getting because they didn't do the work. And now they have to get ready to face themselves with this readiness care energy. Seven of Wands reverse, this person cannot deny. There's no defense, okay? They cannot say anything at this point about you because it's clear that you've put in the work. So this could be someone who may be slandering you to others, negative gossip, somebody who was putting you down, somebody who was trying to get other people to believe or think that you were a ne'er-do-well, okay? That you weren't someone of value, that you weren't someone of skill and resource. And what's becoming evident now is clearly you are, because the proof is in the pudding. Here with the Wheel of Fortune falling out, you are well on your path and purpose. Okay, that is beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune is indeed turning. This Jupiterian energy is working in your favor. It's just working here in a beautiful synergy with the Temperance card. So I'm going to put these two side by side here for you. All right, so let's get, now I see the Wheel of Fortune as your outcome. But let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards for outcome here. Oh, some cards are falling on the floor. Okay, and we've got Two of Swords, the Moon in Libra. So the outcome in this situation is that you get what you think about and what you feel most of the time. Traditionally, the Two of Swords card in tarot is represented by an image of a woman sitting, and she has two swords sort of crossed over her body, across her chest. This is to show that we are at a place of a crossroads, a stalemate, a time where a decision must be made. Now, the woman in the card traditionally is wearing blindfolds, which is letting us know that the decisions and choices that she is being asked to make now is not based on her external visible circumstances. No, she's being asked to reassess, to make a new choice, to make a wiser choice based on her internal state, and hence the blindfolds here. So we're tapping into the moon energy when we are talking about that which is unseen, the invisible, the internal. So the moon, your moods, your feelings, your instincts, your habits, your past and your present, that which nourishes you. Okay, so this person is being asked to go within and get clarity on their moon energy, get clarity on their psyche, get clarity on their heart. And that's further amplified here with the Libra energy, the two scales that balance the heart to ensure that one's heart is in harmony and as light as a feather. Because as we understand through the North African lens and knowledge system, The scales of balance in the Judgment Hall of Ma'at are all about the state of one's mind and one's heart. Are you in alignment? Is your heart and mind in alignment? Because if they're not, then your scale is going to be off center. And when your scale is off center, you're in spiritual trouble. The whole point of this particular framework here of the Two of Swords is that when you go within and you find that there's some pain, unresolved shadow work, whatever it is that's tripping you up in life, some old triggers, some old traumas, whatever emotions or moods are swaying you and determining your habits, it's time for introspection and clarity. What needs to shift and evolve? What needs to be tempered? What needs to be transformed and alchemized, such that the scale can return back to its proper balance, so that you can move forward with that beautiful temperance energy, so that you can operate in greater alignment with the universal energies around you. Okay? So when I see the Two of Swords here, this makes me think very much of the law of correspondence, the Hermetic law. So within, as without. As without, so within. This person is being asked to go within so that they can make necessary corrections, and then they will see their external reality around them shift in turn. Okay? Really tapping into that Venus energy. So until this person who is watching you, trying to figure out the secret ingredient to your alchemical recipe here, all right, while they are figuring themselves out, while they're trying to get their heart and mind in alignment, they are being stopped by the universe in a dead end. Until they make the proper corrections, they will not be able to proceed or move forward. All right, let me go ahead and reach for a different tarot deck here. And let's just get a final message here. Any words of advice for my viewers as we start to close out the message today? If you like the way that I read, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate your viewership. And I hope that today's message has been a form of confirmation, comfort, and clarity that you are well on your path and purpose. And if you are feeling intuitively that, someone, it feels like you're being watched. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. All right, so if you're feeling that, you indeed are being watched. And this could be very much on an etheric or spiritual level, okay? So this is giving monitoring spirit. So if you are feeling that, let this reading confirm for you. Somebody is all up in your energy field. And they shouldn't be. Why can't people just have a conversation? If this person is so interested in how you're able to acquire and achieve what you have, why don't they just approach you? Hi, my name is so-and-so. I notice that you seem to have a wonderful, brilliant glow about you. I see how resilient you are, and this inspires me. Can you show me? How are you able to do what you do? Teach me with this eternal energy so that I, too, might be able to acquire and generate and manifest in alignment in my own life. That would be such a powerful and productive conversation. It certainly would be a lot more ethical and moral than to simply be observing and watching and stalking obsessively the way that this person is, because they don't want to stop. They don't want to quit. They're in this Four of Pentacles energy. It's like they're holding on to you, trying to grab onto your feet or ride your coattails. But energy doesn't quite work like that. This person's going to have to generate things on their own through their own personal work, through their own inner development. Okay, they're going to have to go about things the correct way. So here we have the Empress. This is you. Emperor, Empress, okay, male, female, gender non-binary, regardless of gender. You, viewer, are in this beautiful Empress energy. And we already seen that about you, okay? You're the Empress and the Emperor, hence the beautiful balancing of temperance here. You have both masculine and feminine balanced within you. You are attracting, you are abundant, you are loving, you are someone who is heart-centered, very compassionate. And what's so interesting about this is that here you are as the Empress, and the other card that shows up here, as I mentioned, the words of abundance, compassion, caring, love, all the things that the Empress, as this mature feminine energy, provides. There's the contrast here of Six of Cups reversed. Okay, so advice for you. You're standing in your brilliance. You're attracting that which you desire. Keep it up. You're in this beautiful, abundant energy. Six of Cups reversed. This is really making me think of whoever this person is that's watching you. This could be someone from your past, okay? This is somebody who you may have left behind in some capacity or another. And with the Six of Cups reversed, it's like this person is stuck in the past. And that's why we've got here, it's touching the Four of Pentacles. They are clinging on. Ooh, 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 ooh. This person's clinging on, holding on. Okay, they just want to touch you. If they could just clutch your jacket or your skirt, or they could just touch a part of you here. They feel like, some of your magic will rub off on them. And this person really has to come to terms with the fact that they've established some very unhealthy patterns and habits as a result of their habitually making poor moral choices, okay? So whoever this person is, it looks like the advice for you is that it may be necessary for this person to figure this lesson out on their own. You have no responsibility to this person, okay? The reason why the Empress is so wonderfully abundant isn't because she just gives away all of her resources just like that to anyone willy-nilly, but she is mindful. She is selective, okay? Source Creator is infinite, but the energies that we channel are finite. So we must be selective with this Venus energy. We must practice discernment and make clear choices about what we do with our time and our energy. We must also practice discernment on who we are helping, okay? Who we choose to help with our energy, and who we choose, to step back and realize this person has to find another teacher, or this person needs to explore this path or these next steps on their own, all right? You don't have to save everybody. The Empress is not a savior. She's a nourisher, okay? So just keep that in mind with healthy boundaries for yourself here. And this is the Moon card. Something is hidden. This person could be struggling with some mental health issues potentially. Okay, we have Seven of Swords reversed here. Something is being exposed. The fact that this person's sneaking around in your energy has been exposed. You already know this person's in your energy because you're an empath. You're highly sensitive. So you are detecting the monitoring spirits. And let this message and this tarot reading be a confirmation for you that yes, Seven of Swords, this person's been exposed. We see them right here, right now. Four of Cups. This person feels rejected by you. Somebody from your past feels rejected. And maybe this is why they're, punchin panchin, sneaking around. Instead of just coming to you directly asking for your recipe and how you do things. Seven of Cups. This person's very confused. And with the Moon energy here, this person could very well be dealing with some mental health issues or some internal turmoil. Okay? And this could explain why they have perhaps made some poor choices in the past. It could be because of their struggling with their mental health. Five of Wands reversed to further clarify the Moon here. Yeah, this person has a lot of internal turmoil. Part of their thought processes has a lot to do with competition. So they're constantly watching what other people have because they're constantly comparing themselves to others, okay? And if that is, let me tell you, that is one way to shoot yourself in the foot, okay? That's one way to self-sabotage. We are all unique beings. And while we have a lot in common, we also have a lot of differences and uniqueness, all right? Your life's not going to look like my life. It's not supposed to. Death. Scorpio energy yet again here for this reading. This is time for transformation. It's time for release. It's time to transmute, to transform, okay, within. So this is very strong occult energy. This person who's watching you could very well be a magician or a practitioner. Two of Swords reverse, and they're in a deep state of regret. Why is this person in a deep state of regret? Did I say I was getting ready to close out this reading? And the messages just keep wanting to keep flowing out. Okay, why is this person who is watching the collective in regret? I mean, we know they're in regret because they've made some poor choices, okay? They made some poor choices over a long period of time. This person has a habit of making poor choices here. These poor choices could be the result of their struggling with their mental health and feeling unstable, or these poor choices could have resulted in their developing some sort of mental health instability or emotional instability because now they're sad, they're depressed. Five of Cups reversed, Three of Swords. Okay, so this person's in anguish because they're not getting what they want. But they have the ability to change this. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about life. It's the beautiful thing about being alive. It's not over till it's over. You don't stop growing and evolving until you die. And even then, your soul, your spirit, your energy moves on to continue to do the dance, the cosmic dance. Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person's hitting total and complete ruin here. Ouch. Two of Pentacles, and they are going to have to figure their way out. All right? This person got themselves in a hole. It's like they've fallen all the way down at the bottom of a well. Ten of Swords, rock bottom. And they have to figure out how to get resources so that they can build themselves up, so that they can climb up out of this hole they have fallen into, this abyss, this void of emptiness, of lackluster energy, void of love, full of pain. All right, so that is the message. I'm going to leave it here. If you like the way that I read, be sure to like, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate you. I want you to know that you are doing well on your path and purpose. Keep practicing your spiritual hygiene, okay? Keep taking that balanced action combined with healthy rest. So take action, then rest, and let that beautiful result of all the action you've taken come into you with that beautiful Venus energy. You know what you're doing. You're an experienced soul, Master Alchemist. So keep doing what you do, and I will see you in the next message. Bye.